Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis with your thoughts for this Thursday. I wonder sometimes how it is that we face our fears. The psalmist says in Psalm 56:3, "Whenever I am afraid, I will trust in you." Interesting point in that is he doesn't say, should I ever find myself in that situation, or if I should ever be afraid. He says, whenever I am afraid. Realizing that we all face fears from time to time. I'm thinking of Daniel in the lion's den, and surely that must have been a fearful situation. I mean, after all, those lions were trained and prepared to devour the next person cast into that den. They were hungry and waiting. And when Daniel was cast in there had to be some fear of what he was facing. But the point is, Daniel said, I'm going to place my trust in the Lord, and the Lord delivered him from those hungry lions. I think the real point of the story is that Daniel trusted in God. Just as the psalmist says, whenever I'm afraid, I will trust in you. So today, whenever we fear something around us, I believe we need to face those fears in just this way. A lot of times the way we face fears is whenever I'm afraid, I panic and I just fall to pieces. Or whenever I'm afraid, I get depressed and I just give up. Or whenever I am afraid, I turn and run as far from that as possible. That's not what the psalmist says. When I'm afraid, I will trust in you. Today, I'm going to trust in God's providence because I know He is already caring for and taking care of my situation, whatever it is. I'm going to trust in God's power. After all, I trust in all-powerful God. There's nothing my God cannot do. I'm going to trust in God's protection today. As the psalmist says, under His wings shalt thou hide and trust. I'm going to trust today in God's presence because He is there with me. No matter what I face, or no matter, the Bible says He will never leave you nor forsake you. And today, I'm going to trust in God's presence. Isn't it a wonderful thing to know that God is there no matter where I am or no matter what I'm facing? God is right there by my side. And finally, I'm going to trust in God's peace. Paul says it's the kind of peace that passes all understanding. This world can't understand it. But the peace of God fills my heart and my mind so that I can say with the psalmist, and I hope you can too, whenever I am afraid, I will trust in you.